What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're going to love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome into episode number 669 of Underground Sports Philadelphia, presented by the city of Vineland. It's KB coming at you, and I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all of your patience. I know it's been a weird, wonky schedule of episode releases and everything over the past couple of months. I want to thank everybody for sticking by me with everything. We're close to getting back on schedule, I promise. But it is my favorite time of the year, and we will get into that on this episode, why it is my favorite time of the year, and a whole bunch of other things just on the docket. But before we get into everything, make sure you guys are following us on the socials at Underground PHI, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook, Twitch, the whole 9 yards. We're on every social media platform. Just search Underground Sports Philadelphia. You can follow me on Twitter at KBIZZL311. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts in audio form. Leave a 5-star rating and review. It goes a long way for helping this show continue to grow. Helps more people find Underground Sports Philadelphia in our entire universe of podcasts. And, of course, subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Underground Sports Philadelphia. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. The end-of-year goal is 1,000 plus. Let's make that happen. Hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you know when new videos go live. And, of course, this show is presented by my hometown, the city of Vineland, and the City of Vineland Municipal Calendar features city-organized, city-sponsored, and city-affiliated events that are of public interest. The calendar, which is accessible at vinelandcity.org, is a good way for residents and visitors to build awareness, remain engaged with city government, and participate in local events. You can also follow the City of Vineland on social media via their Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube pages. And through these tools, you can stay connected to the community and get important announcements about programs and services offered by the city. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season. And big thank you to Security 21 Security Systems and Paul J. Gillespie Incorporated for their continued support of this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, anybody who is listening to this podcast, pardon my yawn, it is my favorite time of the year. It is on the precipice of Red October, and it is the Premier Lacrosse League postseason. Two of my favorite things on this planet. It's two of my favorite playoffs ever. The PLL playoffs and MLB playoffs are so much fun. They're so exhilarating. And everyone, you're probably like, oh, what about the NHL? What about the NBA? What about the NFL? Guys, I'm not saying I don't like those. But here's the thing when it comes to those other playoff formats. Number one, NFL, you kind of are getting what you're getting, and I think the 7th playoff spot has kind of hurt the NFL playoffs just a bit because you're getting a very mediocre team into the playoffs, and it's not a good product. Super Wild Card Weekend is like, it's fine. But the NHL playoffs, I haven't gotten to experience really all that much over the past decade. The Flyers have not been in the playoffs, so like if my team's not in the playoffs, I casually pay attention, but like I have no skin in the game, and it makes it hard to invest that long into a series and the fun and excitement of following along with a team in the NHL playoffs. And the NBA is just, it's so watered down. It is so boring. Like, genuinely, the NBA playoffs are so boring. We have not had a good NBA finals since the Warriors and Cavs went back and forth for 4 years. Like, that was like the magnum opus of NBA playoffs. But guess what? The PLL playoffs, Red October, MLB playoffs are still awesome. And I'm so jazzed up for Red October and gearing up for it. You know, I'm recording this a couple days late. This was supposed to come out on Monday. I was in Boston for the PLL playoffs. But Sunday night baseball, Phillies, Braves, it was a tier below what Red October has felt like. And I went to 3 games last year in the playoffs at Citizens Bank Park, and it was one of the most rowdy, raucous, unbelievable environments I've ever been in as a sports fan. But it was right there. It was right there. It was a smidge below, but it was there. Like the moments, the theatrics, the dramatics. It was Phillies, Braves, Sunday Night Baseball, biggest stage. And my boy Nick Castellanos came through. And the environment that Citizens Bank Park becomes, like this time of year, Citizens Bank Park is one of the most entertaining sports venues on the planet. And I'm putting that up against anything. When you have people saying that Citizens Bank Park feels like an SEC football game, that it feels like a Premier League soccer game, that's how you know it is a place to be. And that is exactly what Citizens Bank Park has become. It is the place to be in the postseason. And people, I'm telling you, the Phillies are going to be okay. You know, they had their rough patch. It's going to be September. There's going to be moments, but I'm telling you, they're going to find their stride. When they do, look out. And it's going to be the unexpected players. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be the Brandon Marsh. It's going to be the Bryson Stotts. It's going to be, you know, these unexpected characters that make a baseball season such a beautiful thing that push the Phillies towards their ultimate goal. And I'm so excited for what is to come with this team. But man, feeling that environment again, feeling the rowdiness and the just the energy in Citizens Bank Park as moments came to be were so cool. And I'm just excited for this iteration. You know, 2023 didn't end the way we wanted it to when it comes to the playoffs for the Phillies. Obviously, we all know this. But at the end of the day, we want to see this team thrive and succeed at the highest level. And that is when they are at their best. That is when we as fans get to experience an atmosphere and a fandom like no other. Like we have a baseball fandom that is unmatched throughout all of Major League Baseball. We have the tutelage and the ability to deliver on so many levels for people to just be envious of when it comes to sports fandom. And the Phillies have done that. The Eagles have done that. But to get that from a baseball team is so cool because people say baseball is dying. Baseball is a dying sport. It's slow. It's this, it's that. Not many people are watching baseball. Phillies fans have turned baseball into the spectacle that all of Major League Baseball wants their teams to be. Citizens Bank Park, you know, Bedlam at the Bank, you know, calling your stadium the Bank, getting a nickname for your stadium because of the playoffs is poetic. That is something that doesn't happen to every team, okay? You know, that is something that came naturally. Shout out to Scott Fransky, the GOAT, but now everyone calls Citizens Bank Park the Bank. It's the Bank. You know, banks open late this time of year, and it's going to be an environment that we are all just so juiced up for. September to October and hopefully into November this year, we're going to be dancing on our own. We're going to be making noise. We're going to be partying in the streets, and hopefully it results in a parade down Broad Street. Because that's what this team deserves. This team has worked their asses off the past few years to get to the mountaintop of Major League Baseball. Now, have they come up short and it a lot be on their own plates of coming up short? Sure. But this team has what it takes to win a World Series. Okay? There's things falling in place for this team where, like, the Braves aren't the Braves of last year. The Dodgers have a pitching issue. the teams that we should be most concerned about are the Padres, who this team knows how to beat them, and the Diamondbacks, who's the other wild card team, and they have to face the Padres as of right now to even advance in the playoffs. I'm just saying, the baseball playoffs are magical, and even if you're not a Phillies fan, just watch the baseball playoffs. They're going to be so much. This is not even an ad, but the baseball playoffs are just, there's so much theater to them. There's so much just so many storylines. And it brings out the best in fandom, especially here. And I got a taste of it on Sunday Night Baseball. It was an early taste. It was like a pre-appetizer to what's to come with Phillies Braves on Sunday Night Baseball. Kudos to ESPN and whoever said, hey, we should flex this game to Sunday Night Baseball, because that was originally a Sunday day game. But kudos to whoever decided to flex it and make it an evening. That was a true, get your popcorn out type of energy, flow, and theatrics. And allegedly I was on ESPN. I got a text from the boy Dom, hey, yo, you were just on ESPN. It felt like a game that the overall, shout out to FOCO, get yours, link in the description. Your overalls, your shorts, your Phillies attire, FOCO's got you covered. They are the best in the game. I rocked the overalls on Sunday Night Baseball. Aaron Nola was on the bump. Overalls, Phillies, Braves, big stage. It felt like an overall game, and the overalls came through.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
It was awesome. It got me juiced up because I hadn't seen the Phillies win at home in a long time. It had been a while. It had been since before the All-Star break that me going to a game resulted in a Phillies win, which is rare. So I'm happy that, got to see the boys get the dub. It was the boy Nick Castellanos doing it. And it just got me excited for the playoffs. It made me think about what Red October is going to be, and I'm just so pumped for the playoffs, and playoff tickets should be going on sale soon. And I can't wait to see where I'm sitting. Hopefully it's in our seats that we have our season tickets for, and hopefully it's some awesome games that will be at the bank for this Red October. Before I keep going talking about the PLL playoffs as well, because this time of year is awesome, again, FOCO, they are the best in the game. Forever Collectibles, they are elite. From the ever so amazing FOCO bobbleheads to the overalls that you see me wearing, the shortalls, the velour tracksuits, you name it, FOCO is going to have you looking your best and showcasing your fandom at the best levels possible. Okay? Take it from me. FOCO, they are truly the best in the game. Click the link in the description. Upgrade your Forever Collectibles collection today. Upgrade your fandom outfits for your game day experience with FOCO. Shout out to FOCO. They are truly one of the best companies we get to work with. So click that link in the description, and shout out to FOCO for sponsoring the pod. It's the PLL playoffs. I am just getting back from Boston, and they are just the best. This time of year, it's a gauntlet run, but man, do I love the PLL playoffs. It is so much fun. The parity in the league, because it is only 8 teams, and only 6 teams now make the playoffs. It makes for just such an awesome experience, and there's going to be so much to look forward to in these playoffs. I know the Water Dogs are not in the playoffs, unfortunately, but nonetheless, the energy at Gillette Stadium was impeccable. Shout out to the Carolina Chaos, and shout out to the Maryland Whipsnakes getting the job done. A couple local boys, Shane Knobloch, South Jersey legend, Matt Rambo, a Philly boy, getting the job done for their teams and securing a trip to the semifinals. I love seeing competition at its highest, and the PLL puts that on display week in and week out in a league where it is so tough to make a game day roster, let alone a playoff roster. You're seeing the best athletes on the planet that play lacrosse showcase their talents to the world, and the fact that it's on ESPN, the fact that it is viewable to thousands upon thousands upon thousands of households, is the coolest thing ever. And for our company to be able to grow alongside the fastest growing sports league in North America is genuinely something I never take for granted. And the PLL has done so much to support us, and I love covering this league. They are truly a one of one. And the playoffs, they never disappoint. You know, there's so many outcomes that you think are going to happen, and then you see what exactly goes down in these playoffs, and it's nothing close to what you predict. And that is the coolest part about a league like this that just continues to go upwards and upwards and upwards on the expectations that they set for themselves, that their fans set for them, and that the outside public has for them. And, you know, they've been at it since we've been at it, and that's the coolest part about growing alongside a sports league. And I'm so happy we've hitched our wagon to the PLL in so many ways, and Mike and Paul Rabel's support for our company is the best of the best. And I'm excited for, you know, the remainder of the PLL playoffs, the semifinals on Long Island, and then obviously the championship in our backyard in Philadelphia is going to be electric. But this is my favorite time of year. You know, it's right before football season where you live and die for every football game, but like baseball playoffs are here, lacrosse playoffs are here. You know, you're gearing up for a gauntlet run of football. Like, it is some of the best sports time on the count. Like, sports calendar wise, this is one of the best times of the year. You guys obviously know I'm a summer boy through and through, but you know, when it comes to high energy, high octane sports fandom, this part of our sports calendar is like no other. It is so awesome to be able to just be in the mud with it and watching everything unfold, and I can't wait for things to continue. And obviously, you know, the Eagles season right around the corner is going to be unreal. I know there's going to be lots of overreactions, lots of craziness that goes down that comes with an NFL season, but we are getting ready for the thick of it. And I can't thank everyone enough who follows along with us. And I appreciate the long-standing support of me getting this show back on track. I know we've fallen off a bit with just uploads and everything, but we're getting there, I promise. And you know, this show doesn't happen without you guys listening at home. So thank you guys for continuing to come back, continuing to support, and you know, we're gearing up for one of our busiest times of the year with Red October, with the PLL playoffs, with the Eagles season. So lots of awesome content is coming your way, and let's gear up for one of the most wonderful times of the year. Make sure you guys are following us at Underground PHI, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, all that good stuff. Also, if you missed it, we are onboarding. The link to the application is in the description of both audio and video of this show. So if you want to join our team, fill out that application, because we are looking to onboard here at Underground Sports Philadelphia for a number of roles. So definitely apply if you see fit, and if you know somebody that does fit, tell them to apply as well. But follow us on the socials. Follow me at KBIZZL311 on Twitter and KBIZZLE11 on Instagram and Threads. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts in audio form. Leave a 5-star rating and review. It goes a long way for helping this show continue to grow. Helps more people find Underground Sports Philadelphia and our entire universe of podcasts. So, of course, subscribe, and subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel, youtube.com/@undergroundsportsphiladelphia. That is where you get full video episodes of this show, full video episodes of every show on our network, clips, shorts, live streams, original video content. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. And, of course, guys, this show presented by the city of Vineland. And whether you're a company looking to expand, relocate, or you're a new business startup, selecting the right location is critical to your success. Vineland, New Jersey offers both an affordable business location and an excellent quality of life. The city's economic development department is a one-stop source for moving your project through the development and approval process. And their goal is to make this process as smooth as possible and to provide the fastest turnaround times in the region. If you're considering potential locations for your operation, contact the Vineland Economic Development Team at 856-794-4100. That's 856-794-4100, Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season. And big thank you to Security 21 Security Systems and Paul J. Gillespie Incorporated for their continued support of this podcast. This has been episode number 669. Gearing up for the most wonderful time of the year podcast episode of Underground Sports Philadelphia. I'm your boy KB. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate the support. And until then, I'm getting the heck up out of here and signing off. Peace.